It's kind of an overcast day here in Austin. I got work going on my street. I don't know if you guys could see those trucks down there. Anyway, so it might be a little noisy in the background. This is just going to be a short and a quick update. I just want to look at how the market traded overnight. And let's take a look at that right now. All right, here's 24-hour futures. I feel bad. I work for a nonprofit. I've told if you guys have heard this, I apologize, but I volunteer for a nonprofit. They have a big charity golf tournament that's their biggest event of the year, and it's where they raise all their money. And I do the marketing and the graphic work and the signs, any type of printed material I design and get printed for. In any event, tournament's next Monday. We haven't got one thing printed yet, and our deadline's today at noon. So I was up late working, but I have all the stuff from last year. I'm in pretty good shape. I bet I'm done by about 10. But deadline days are kind of crazy. So I did not do not it's loud back there. I didn't do profit boxes today. I'll catch up with them later. Not that big of a deal. You guys all know how profit boxes work. You can go to the Defiant sites yourself and look, and whatever the strike price is, that's what you're aiming for, right? Whatever the strike price less the premium is, and that's all on the Defiant site. That's what the break even's going to be. But in any event, I'll be back. Hopefully, I'll really be done by noon, and it won't go on to an all-day thing. But anyway, if I'm really back by noon, I'll try to have a 3 o'clock update. I'll go in here. We'll get the profit boxes caught up. Everything. Maybe I won't miss too much today. Let's look at, so here's 24-hour futures. That's NASDAQ. I mean, you can look, I don't know. I kind of think we might get one more leg down before we start rallying again. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'll look at the comments before I leave to go work on this charity golf tournament. I'll check the comments out just to check in with you guys. But basically, I just wanted to do a live stream to say I don't have any profit boxes and I don't have any not made up for you. And I'm not going to give a report, but at the same time, I wanted to see how everything's going. We'll look at let's look at bond futures here in a second too. Try to see what CRES is going to do. I'm speaking. I know my face looks so huge. I'm speaking close because I've tried to speak loud. I don't have my microphone, and these guys are really loud back here. All right. SCSU 300. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, $1.41 ULTY dividend. Thanks. I hadn't had a chance to watch anyone's video and look into that yet, but I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Tell me, am I sharing the screen? God. I'm probably not sharing my screen, am I? All right, let's look at stock index futures real quick, and I'll let you guys go. But yeah, good morning, everybody. All right, so overnight, I mean, they didn't crash overnight. Overnight, they were up. NASDAQ was up a little bit. ES was up 14 basis points. Russell was down. Russell's still trending lower. Let's look at the 10-year. We look at the 10-year because this affects how TRES trades. The 10-year rates going up should make TLT go down, right? Yes. Okay. Further TLT goes down, the more chance it has of getting out of its profit box. We were looking for a price at the end of the week less than 86, and these guys will have a big profit. All right, so that's that. Let's see what's moving. Boy, look at this. ARK is down 5%. This was yesterday. I mean, ARK was down 5% yesterday. All right, Tesla down 5% yesterday, man. Today should be interesting. Today should definitely be interesting. Look at this Tesla chart. If Tesla can stop right here, you can call that a double bottom. You could even call that a triple bottom. Serious support at 160, right? I mean, just looking at this time frame on this little chart, you would say, yeah, you got support of 160. So the other side of that is if you get much price action below 160, you'll probably go down to the next support. And I hope that doesn't happen. I hope that's where they buy the dip. What do you guys think about Tesla? Let's see. I'm going to see. I'll check your comments. Hey, Echo, what's up? Yeah, basically, I'm just having an update to say there's not going to be any update today because I'm working for that charity that I work for. And anyway, I'm super busy. I have a deadline for a big printing job on SFAL. Yeah, I love SFAL. I mean, I don't talk about it that much. It's kind of a hard thing to track about it or to talk about. It doesn't really have a benchmark you can compare it to. There's no short volatility benchmark. There actually is. They actually do have a couple of them, and I tried a couple of them, but they didn't seem to really be that good of an indication. I'm going to start having some better SFAL content soon. But just my general thought on SFAL is the same thing that, I'm sorry it's so loud back there. SFAL is the same thing in a different package that any of these other funds are. If you sell covered calls, if you sell naked puts, you're short volatility. And SFAL is just a different way of shorting volatility because they're selling volatility futures. They're shorting it indirectly, or they're shorting the derivative instead of just shorting it directly. I kind of think the way that Defiance does it is more efficient. To tell you the truth, shorting it directly just by selling the SPX puts, I don't see any way to get as direct of exposure to SPX volatility as selling SPX puts. I think it's a good idea. All right. Yeah, and Echo, I'm surprised you're watching me because I know Girk's on, but I'm going to sign off here in a second, and you can get back to Girk before the market opens. Looks over to, yeah, dollar yen. If it gets above 155, yeah, okay. Thoughts on QQQY? Hey, Tony, I don't know if I've seen you comment in here before, but I appreciate you checking in this morning. I've made like a jillion videos over. My general thoughts on QQQY, or generally on any type of fund that sells options, I think it's generally a good idea. I don't know what you're talking about, Echo. What do you mean, which Defiance ticker on SFAL? But anyway, I like triple QI, Tony, and I also like, but I just kind of like generally like selling options. I've sold options my whole life, selling options for income. The thing is, though, if you're a young guy and you need a lot of total growth or whatever, QQQY isn't the best choice, in my opinion. It's a better choice for people in their 40s and 50s who are maybe a little bit behind on planning for retirement and trying to make a little bit of extra, because there's a little bit of extra risk with QQQY also. I really like SPY-T also, and it does the same thing as QQQY, basically. They all do basically the same thing. I'll tell you another good one, Tony. I'm going to give you a choice. I don't want anyone to think that I'm just a fanboy for Defiance. A really good one is JetQ. Those are my three favorites: QQQY, SPY-T, JetQ, and also there's nothing wrong with BEPI, and there's nothing wrong with WiMAX. WiMAX is a great fund. Those are my favorite funds, but I generally like the entire idea of selling volatility to make premium. Oh, which Defiance ticker does a more honest SFAL? Okay, yes. The only point I was trying to make, Echo, is I think the ones that are just the normal Defiance, triple QI, because they're shorting volatility also. All I was saying is they're doing the same thing. On days SFAL does well, triple QI, SPY-T, and all the other Defiance funds do well. All I was trying to make the point is you can either short volatility directly, like SFAL does, by selling volatility futures, or you can actually go out and you can sell options on the SPX. That also puts you in a short volatility position. So I went more honest is the wrong word. I was just saying it's the same thing. It's the same stream of income. That's all I was saying. Nods. Okay, nods. Okay, yeah. I didn't know if it's nod like you're bored or nod like you agree, but I got you. Okay, kick ass. All right, guys. Well, hell, I can't believe how noisy it is here. I'm going to let you guys go. Let's look at the market one more time. What else is moving? I mean, Hang on just a second. All right, here's yen futures, right? Oh, but Echo was saying it was 155. So it was yen to dollar. This is just yen. Anyway, I'm terrible at Forex and foreign exchange. But anyway, yeah, you can see the Japanese yen is having a problem. I don't have the same chart he has, but yes, it's not a bull market for the yen. Now, I'll say this: I used to trade really frequently, like day trade all the time, and make hundreds of trades a day, lots of time in 2020 and 21. And I would use the yen like the VIX. When the yen's a precursor for volatility. Lots of times the dollar yen will move before the market. Like if the market's going to make a down move, the dollar yen will sell off a day before or something. So the dollar yen, and that's why guys like Dirk look at it. And tell you the truth, I quit looking at it a few years ago. I don't follow it so much every day now as a precursor to what the market's going to do. I mainly follow the VIX, the VIX of VIX, and the VIX, and some of this other stuff. But yeah, there's the yen. So yeah, it's having a problem. I tell you what, I'm going to go do the rest of this. I'm going to work on this work that I have to work on, and I'm going to turn on Gert in the background and listen to his commentary. And I'm sure that's where you're going to be, Echo, as well. You're going to be on Gert's commentary. Yeah, DXY is above it. Let's see where DXY is. DXY also works like dollar yen or like VIX. It's when it's going up, it's bad news for the market. You know, so it's like a so yeah. So yeah, that's not suboptimal. It's definitely suboptimal. Yeah, cheers, Echo. DXY above 100. So yeah, I don't know. I can't believe how loud it is. I'm gonna get out of here. You guys go watch Gert or sorry about the bad update, but go if you want a good update on Defiance, go watch Retire or Corey, or Corey doesn't do one. But there's tons of good updates on Defiance, and my Defiance update will be back hopefully this afternoon. Well, I'll do an end of day wrap up, hopefully. How's that sound? I appreciate you guys for asking questions and everything. Sorry I didn't have the screen shared for the first 5 minutes of the meeting. I do that all the time. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I just hoping this will turn around and go up. I mean, NASDAQ, come on, NASDAQ. It's outside of the Bollinger Bands on the upside. If it can get some follow through, maybe we'll have a recovery day. There's nothing saying we're destined to go down today. But I just am nervous because I'm a little nervous that we might have another leg down in us. We'll see, guys. All right, I'm going to get out of